We are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Come on in, family. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in the building. If you did not, please do so. And if you're not part of the family, go ahead and subscribe. And guess what? Share the live. Make sure everybody knows that we're on. If you have not done it, go back and do it. I'm looking. And let's go.
It's a beautiful day.
Here we go.
My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along?
Hold your power.
Decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. I prayed. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break.
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys. Let me see who's all in the building here. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna go over some of the information. I know you guys are waiting on it. Let me say hello to everybody, because I'm glad that you guys came and rocked with me, because you know that this case is very important. I know it's important to you guys, but it's definitely important to me. And we get in our feelings and everything. But nevertheless, you know, we're going to survive all of this. Sanja Watts in the building. Wanda bells me. All right. And then we got Janet Dunbar. How you doing, sister? Miss Philly G is in the building. Jackie Barty, Pretty K, Diane Harris, Katrina Hickman. Okay. Sweet and Salty is in the building. Ruby Turner, Loving God, Natasha Walt Hour is in the building. Nancy LaRose. Okay. You guys, let me see here. And Sweet and Salty is in the building. I don't want to miss nobody. This thing strolls up so fast. Monique Hall, Andrea M. I think it strolled up. Miss Queen B. Leslie Moody, how you doing? Leslie, how are you? What's going on, Leslie? What's going on? Trina Taylor, what is going on? What is going on? And then let me see. I think I got everybody. So how you guys doing? Okay. So you guys know that today is the day that Coury Bigsby, the father of the 4-year-old that went missing or reported missing on January 31st, went to court today. And I know how we are. We can't wait. LaKendra's in the building, and Cassie in the building. How you guys doing? We can't wait. So we go Google to find out what happened. Okay. So I don't know, the person that asked me to do this for this child, I don't know where they at. It's just weird to me. It's really weird. If you really want to know my understanding, it's like, even though we might be of the same race or ethnic background, we think differently in certain parts of the United States, you guys. And like I said, I have to be very cautious dealing with people from the east, the west, the north, the south, because we think differently, we act differently, and just my way of checking things out. I have to get used to certain characteristics that we carry with us, and I don't get it. I don't understand it most of the time. I just don't. Okay, first of all, I want to say this because I got it in my notes. You guys, I've got 3 pages of notes. I know we're early, but you guys remember a young lady reached out and said, hey, we're going to have a peaceful protest, and would you tell the people? People were angry about it. They was like, oh, I don't know. Why are you having it on that day? Oh, it's you can have it any day, but why not? Why that day? Oh, it's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna, you know what? Because I really don't care. I'm telling you right now, I really don't care. Any day or whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not down there. So she asked, could we say something about it or whatever? We're selling shirts and everything. Got the phone call. Oh yeah, I'm this, and I'm over that, and I'm this and I'm that, and we're live. And some man asked the question, well, if she got good connections, who's she connected to? Can you call? I'm going to tell it like it is, because people are something in the water up there. Something definitely is in the water. She comes on, she calls in. Yeah, you can call me. My integrity, my name, my integrity, and all this other stuff. And I kid you not, she got Black Sugar said, I remember the full conversation. Rhoda asked her, hey, I hear you guys having a peaceful protest. You know what she say? She goes, what protest? What are you talking about? And so Rhoda was like, y'all having a peaceful protest, right? The shirts and everything. And she was like, I don't know nothing about no protest. The shirt speaks for itself. You know what? I was floored. I said to myself, oh my goodness. And people's like, yeah, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just floored. Who'd have thought that would have came out of, and I'm gonna say the name, and I may call her and ask her, well, what happened? You know? Pretty K said they're all frauds. What happened? I don't know what happened. The young lady that was trying to get it out there and going, she was out there. She got there early. She had the time wrong, but whatever. She was there early. She sure wasn't going to miss nothing. But, you know, neither here nor there, you know. So I'm going to share with you guys everything that happened. And, yeah, I'm not surprised. None at all. I'm not surprised at all. In all reality, I told you guys, I could say, you know, when I was listening to Amina and she was on TV, Miss Didi says, anybody out there for Cody? Miss Didi, you know what? I had a bad attitude this morning. I just had to get off because, you know what? I couldn't even really talk to nobody when they called me. If they called me or something, I just told them this is probably the wrong time to call me because you will probably get it right about now. Because the way I feel about, I mean, you know, I know there's, you know, I just feel like, you know, but I'm understanding a lot of things. I'm not for, you know, people think because the mama and the daddy, you got to be for them. It's not that. I'm not for the daddy because I'm not here for grown people or whatever. I will give you down the road what I feel about some stuff because it's very clear to me. And some people may not like what I got to say. But it's very clear to me, and it's always been clear to me. And I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Because I pretty much, you know what, I come from one of these type of family, and I back up my brothers 100%, and they be making some terrible decisions and mistakes. Now, you guys, you can go sit there and say, Coury, all you want. You're gonna get mad at me, but you know what? You better look at all the things and how people are acting, and you will figure this out. You ain't got to be no rocket scientist. Let's go over some of these details. Okay? I'm not for Coury. I'm not for the mama. I am for Cody. And I don't think we're going to find Cody unless one or the other tell us where he is. Thank you, Teresa Anderson, for the super chat. Teresa Anderson come in the building, knocking down doors. She must have said, hey, you know what? Oh, my goodness. Come on, get it up and cracking, lacking. Thank you, Teresa Anderson, for that super chat.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I had to play the first one that we ever made on that super chat. Thank you, Teresa Anderson. I really had to play that because you know what? That song, it's like I was over here going, woof. Y'all want to hear it again? Let's hear it again because it's just not 503. Okay, when you go, yay! Everybody, when you're at home, go, woof. You're going to feel good. Here we go. Hold on. Lisa Taylor, why'd you move Pretty K? Oh my goodness. Lisa Taylor done took out Pretty K. What is going on? Lisa Taylor, what are you doing? See? It was an accident. What are you doing? Well, you're going to have to go and unrelease her. Pretty K. Lisa Taylor. You're going to have to put her back in. We can't have... Lisa Taylor, can you put her back in, please? Oh, my goodness gracious. Anyway. Oh, you got her in there, Freddie? Thank you. I don't know if you guys know, but it's a two step process to take somebody out. It's not really, when people be like, oh, it was an accident and all of that, I just be like, are you serious? Because it's actually a 2-step process. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Pretty K, is you in there? No, it won't let you now. Anyway, so you guys, thank you, Freddie. Thank you for taking care of that for me. So that happened, okay? That happened. No worries. We handle it later. But Pretty K's back in the building. Thank you, Freddie, for taking care of that for me. Because I was getting ready to do something else and then I had to stop, and I don't like to look. I'm serious, you guys. I do not like to look unprofessional. I don't. So when you guys do stuff, and I know Pretty K is a family member, she knows we got problems sometimes, but we're a little bit too old to be having the same problems we had from day one. I mean, I really don't understand it. But nevertheless, we're going to move on. So, because I want to share some with you guys, and let me get right with it, because I don't like that. I don't. And anybody knows me knows I do not like that at all. Okay? I don't like late. Sorry if I don't see all the messages. Okay, so here's the thing. No worries. So here's the thing. Just keep doing what you guys are doing, because I don't want to get distracted, okay? So Coury Bigsby went to court today. Today is June the 13th. It was a preliminary. You guys, I told you how that works, okay? It's not a trial. Amina explained it. She explained it very good. If you looked at her interview, she said, hey, it's really for the Commonwealth or the attorney or, the prosecutors, which is the Commonwealth, to show the judge that they have evidence for a trial. That's really all it's for. You know what I'm saying? And but you're gonna hear a lot of stuff. So she kind of basically was like, it ain't like you're gonna win anything, you guys. If they gonna keep you there and not give you bonds, surely they better have some evidence, right? So anyway, let me get off into these comments because I need mods to just, take care of the chat for me. Let me not have to deal with the chat, okay? Because I just can't. So, because like I said, I'm always going to be agitated in everything, but I got to share with you something. So I told you guys, don't worry. He's not getting out. They're not going to release him. They're not going to lessen his charges. Because why? Because that would be like, we've been holding this man for too long, and it's wrong, or whatever. We are Cody's voice in the building and all of that. And I think I seen Team Cody in here. I don't know. Hey, Information Man, how you doing? So let me get right into it. They brought in 4 witnesses, you guys. 4 witnesses to share what was going on. Let me oh, it says unlocked. Please unlock it, baby. Oh, wow. Daily Press just put this out 22 minutes ago. So let's see what they say. A judge on Monday found sufficient evidence. You going to do me like that? Okay. Let me see. A judge on Monday found sufficient evidence. Unlock the story. No, I'm not going to go to you no more because you're doing too much. You're doing way too much, and I don't have to do that. I don't have to go pay no prescription. Okay, News 3 has learned new details pertaining to the case surrounding Coury Bigsby following a preliminary hearing held Monday, which is today, morning at 10 a.m. Coury is the father of 4-year-old Hampton boy, Coury Bigsby, who was reported missing by his father on January 31st. At the end of the story is a timeline of events leading up to the following Bigsby arrest. So Coury Bigsby was arrested for multiple child neglect charges that are not related to Cody's disappearance. After more than an hour and a half in the courtroom, the judge ruled there is enough probable cause to move forward with the child neglect charges. He was denied yet another bond, so she asked for another bond to be, considered for him to get a bond to get out. Nisi said, I was at court today. Well, maybe Nisi, you could call in later and we can chop it up for a minute because I pretty much got everything, but you might want to add a little bit or something. But Coury Bigsby was at the preliminary. So this time, you guys, he was there. Coury showed up in person. He didn't get on the camera and all of that. I think his attorney told him, it don't look good when you don't want to show up to court. You just want it. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You let him see you. Let him see you. And people said when he came into court, he looks distressed. He has lost 20 pounds or more. His hair, he keeps his hair nicely groomed, cut, clean shaved, bald head, no hair. That's Coury. But he was full hair, turned gray, straggly, looking like he asked for them to give him a folder to sit on because maybe his butt, they don't know why, but if somebody asks you for a cushion or something to sit on, that's because the butt bone in the chair is hard, and he can't, so he ain't, he ain't feeling good in there. I'm just telling you guys. But okay, so the case is going to go to a grand jury, you guys, and then they'll indict. Did he say where the baby is? No, he did not, Mary. So it's going to go to the grand jury. There were 4 witnesses that showed up let me go off into this first before I go into there. Okay. So Coury Bigsby was at the preliminary hearing. There were about 50 people in the courtroom. Members of his family could be heard crying. His family was in there crying. I know I seen the woman that calls herself the aunt, which is the mother-in-law, allegedly. I don't know. But she was there. The sister's always going to be there. She was interviewed. The sister's always going to be there. And then his cousin was there. The cousin is not giving his name out. He was like, you're not getting my name. I'm not telling you my name, but I am cousin or whatever. You know, anyway, I'll tell you guys a little bit about that. And I'm going to tell you something else. Some of you guys are not going to like what I'm going to say, but you know what? I'm only going to speak the truth to you. So he was denied yet another bond request, and the judge set a trial date. So Coury Bigsby was at the preliminary hearing. There was about 50 people in the courtroom. Members of the family could be heard crying. They later told us it was hard to see him looking the way he did and that he had lost quite a lot of weight. 4 witnesses was called Monday by the Commonwealth. They included the lead detective on the case, Detective Stephen Rodney, a loss prevention manager at Walmart, and 2 managers at a car dealership where they say Bigsby purchased a new SUV. So the detective Daniel Smith was originally set to be a witness, but he was not called Monday. Now, the date in question was December the 13th. Now, remember everything I'm saying here, you guys. So the date in question was December the 13th, and the Commonwealth argued they have proof that Bigsby was gone for more than 6 hours to buy the new car, and said he left Cody and his 2-year-old during that time. They also brought up January 25th when they said he went to a Walmart. So both times that Coury was being seen, never Cody. Never Cody. So that tells you right there, that's what the argument was about. But nevertheless, here we go. His attorney, his lawyer, Amina Matheny Willard, says in Virginia, there's no clear rule on the age when children can be left at home, and that obvious he thought it was lawful. So Detective Rhodey said in court Monday that during the interview, Bigsby said he was the sole caregiver of his 4 children and that he typically left them at home while they were napping. When asked why, Rhodey said Bigsby responded that they were too much of a handful and that getting a sitter never dawned on him. He didn't never say they was a burden, you guys. He said they were a handful. Okay, let's get it correct. Whether you like Coury or you don't, let's stop all the bull and let's say what he said. So when the officer, Detective Rhodey, in court said, Bigsby said there was a handful and that getting a sitter never dawned on him. She asked for his charges to be reduced from felony charges to misdemeanors and told News 3 afterwards that she's still fighting for a change. While at the hearing, Bigsby attorney filed a 5th motion to the courts to reconsider bond and was denied again. She's going to always ask for it. My belief is that the reason he's still in custody is that the Hampton Police Department and the Commonwealth Attorney perpetrated this narrative that he's a person of interest and there have been no charges. So it's unfortunate that they used the emotions of not only the community, but the judge to ensure that he remained in custody. Amina Matheny Willard, Bigsby's lawyer, said. Willard argued Bigsby has already spent 6 months in jail and said any additional incarceration is unjust. Bigsby's cousin also spoke with News 3 regarding Coury's appearance in court. Just to see him looking rough like that, He lost a lot of weight. It broke me down. It broke me down. Coury was always a clean-cut guy, shaved head. To see him looking scuffy like that, he's aging, the cousin stated. These charges are separated from Cody's disappearance, but family members tells us they do feel it has affected the process. Meantime, officials say that other children are now in foster care. Now, at Bigsby's left the court, one family member called out saying, "You keep your head up." The trial is scheduled to start on January the 29th at 10:30 a.m. A circuit court hearing will take place a week before on June the 22nd at 9 a.m. Bigsby lawyer says she is going to try again to get him released on bond and ask for a change in venue. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. And it's kind of weird. I know some people are going to be in here and be like, I know she's talking about me. I don't know who I'm talking about. But you know what? Everybody that was Team Cody, I don't know. I'm looking at them and I don't know what team they on. I'm just telling you like the TI is. I don't care if you get mad. I don't care. I don't care. Everybody that we was talking to and was like, yeah, we're the baby and all this other stuff. Whatever. Anyway, and I get it. I understand. His rights is violated. So I'm going to go over some of the details, you guys. I knew they were going to do that. Yeah. The grand jury. So it's going to go in front of the grand jury for the indictment. They're going to get the indictment. Don't worry about it. The bond was denied today. You know, the 4 witnesses came up. Coury was present. It seems like he lost 20 pounds. He was gray head everywhere. He looks distressed. December the 13th, he was at Walmart for 1 hour and a half. Video, they got video of him, of Coury. They say January the 23rd, 25th, he was at a car dealer over for 3 to 4 hours. He was at Hardee's eating, and 6 hours he was in the under bridge or something. Remember somebody was talking about something about the under bridge. There's a bridge there. There's a bridge, SP. There's a bridge underwater or whatever. They see him coming out the bridge or something. It takes him 6 hours. 6 hours. So those kids was left alone. They're saying at 6 hours. Okay. Coury had his oldest child with him when he was at Walmart. The oldest boy. He didn't have Coury with him. He had the oldest child with him. Now remember, Cody just turned 4. So Chief was subpoenaed to be at the courthouse. Amina subpoenaed Mark Talbert. She used the sheriff. You know, you could pay for your subpoena. Anybody can do it. Anytime you want somebody to go to court, you pay, I think it's like $45, $50 or something. And then the sheriff will go out to their house and give them the subpoena. Anyway, she subpoenaed him. They said he got the subpoena Friday, and that may not been enough time for him to show up in court, but he didn't show up for court. He's probably like, she tried to subpoena me to court. I ain't got to be to court. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably got something else going on or whatever. So that makes what? So that makes that makes it even worse. Okay. So let me go over the notes because it's 3 pages and I'm not going to stay on here that long because I do got something to say. So the chief was subpoenaed but wasn't present. Coury asked to sit on a folder, you guys. His butt was hurting. Okay. Okay. Now here's the part I told you guys. I take some really deep notes. So Annette Williams, that's the lady that did the baby's party on the day at the park. And she was talking about the shirts or whatever. And you guys remember what all was said and everything. You guys will see it when it all happened. So she was asked, hey, I hear you guys are going to do a peaceful protest. Annette Williams said, I don't know nothing about no protest. I'm not here for any protest, she said. What protest? She said, my shirt speaks for itself. Then she says, I think Coury's not going to get She was asked, do you think Coury's going to get a fair trial? Annette Williams says, the judge kicked out everything that the attorney Amina was asking. I don't think he's going to get a fair trial here. No, he's not going to get a fair trial. Anyway, I didn't say this. This is what happened today. So anybody get mad at what happened, okay? I'm just letting everybody know what happened, who said what. And I know I'm going to get lashed at, but I really don't care because that's what was said. It blew my cap off, you guys. It blew my cap off. I was like, what? Now she, oh my God. I even backing this lady up and everything. Anyway, that's why, that's why when people come and, and I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, my name, my word, I do this, I do that, I do that. And, and I do this for the church, I do this for the children, I do this and do that. Then you sit there and go, what? Cuz says, the cousin that will not say his name says, Coury says a handful, not a burden. He's correct. He's correct on that. Cuz also says, what did he get did you guys see when he went to Walmart? What was he buying? He was buying things for the children. He wasn't buying anything for himself. He was buying everything for the children. Cuz also said, will not give his name. He was raised like a brother. He went over there because the food was better. That's why Cuz knew him as well. He kind of just left his home and went over there where the food was better. So Coury was doing the best he could as a young man coming out of the army, coming out the military. They keep saying he's the E7, you guys. They said, this woman, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He left his wife in a nice area because the way that they talking, they said to be down here where his kids was at. He left his wife. She's sitting stable and the kids are older. And he just wasn't, I already told y'all. See, there's something missing here. I'm going to tell you at the end of this. You can believe it or not, but this is just my opinion. And I know some people going to get mad. But, I don't think they thought this out when they got to talking to the police. I don't believe they thought it out. I can see somebody leaving their kids running to the store down the street, coming back in 10, 20, 30 minutes. The most, maybe an hour. But 6 hours? I don't believe that. I don't believe that not one bit. You know why? Try to do it one time. You know good and well. I don't care if your kid's asleep in the middle of the night. It is hard to do. I'm not saying it can't be done because we have done that. But come on, y'all. Kids being that old, 2, 3, because Coury was 3 at the time. He just turned 4 January the 12th. He didn't turn 5. He just turned 4. Okay. Cuz will not give his name. He says that Coury was doing the best that he could do. He left his wife for his kids. I don't know. Okay, so he left his wife for his kids. The sister said, remember, why she have all those kids? I told you guys, she had all those kids because she tried to get that man. And she got him. I do believe he left his wife, not only for the kids, but I believe he left his wife for the kids and that woman. I think that woman, I don't care who gets mad at me, because we know. You know, made him feel popping out all these kids, kind of dumb-minded. I'm gonna say dumb-minded. I don't care. I don't think she got all the screws nailed down. Did what he wanted to do. And she was a handful herself. When he had work, she down the street trotting along, you know. She wanted this man because he came with a package deal, money. Military man. I told you guys before, I think that's the reason why he got kicked out the military. This woman, she made him lose everything. This is why that sister's so sick. I don't believe Coury did anything to this baby. I know. Y'all, what? I don't. I never have. Okay? Because you tell me what mother, they call you and ask you, tell you your kid is missing, what mother gonna come down with an attorney? SP, your kid is missing. I ain't got time to be getting in the phone book and finding an attorney and calling an attorney and all. I ain't got time for none of that. I don't care if it's a bear and baby, please. You know what? People can be stupid all they want, but I wasn't born yesterday. But anyway, nevertheless, let me give you the details. That's just my theory on it. You can like it or not. I don't care. Anyway, so here's the thing. So him was there, and him turns around and says they need more resources for some help. For what? I do not know. We done already heard, and people that did not hear Brent tell us what him want those resources for. He worried about a reward and money, talking about they need to do this and do that. Man, please. You guys, I just can't. This stuff is just... Anyway, the aunt did do an interview. The aunt did an interview, and the aunt says, why my nephew charged with felonies with neglect? This is the injustice at its best, she says. She's just frustrated with it. What she don't understand is, here's the thing, you guys, and I'm going to say it as simple as possible. I'm going to say it really simple, you guys. Whenever you go to court and you say, I'm the last one to see the child, you're taking everybody else out the equation, and you're accepting the responsibility. Whatever happens, you're accepting it. They can't go look at the mama because you said you seen the child last at 2 a.m. They can't go look at nobody else because you said you seen the child last at 2 a.m. So you are responsible. Now you're crying. Now your family's mad because what you should have did is told them the truth. The family's mad. I know why the family's mad. I know why the family mad. I know why, but you want this man to get out because you want evidence. Because how could there be evidence? Because he didn't do it. He said he seen the child last at 2 a.m. and then he went to bed. That means you either did it or you know about it or you lying. It's that simple. And if you're covering up for somebody else, guess what? We're not worried about who you're covering it up because you're putting yourself in the middle of this situation. You should have just told him it was the mama. If it's the mama, you should have just said she was over here or she was watching the kids. Now you lied. Now you know you can get a lesser sentence to go back and say, look, I lied. I went to Walmart with my oldest child and my other children was with the mama. Your family don't want you. You done stopped seeing her. You ain't dating her no more. She done went down the street. She's having sex with the man next door. And you still having sex with her. You don't want to tell your family, mama's still in the picture. When Shona was on, Shona said the mama came down with an attorney. And remember, we were going back and forth, and I said, but Shona, you told me she had the kids. And she was like, that's what they told me. Guess what? She did have the kids. She had the kids, and CPS went back and got the kids from her. Okay? So she will be there. The sister says she will be there every time they have court, no matter what. I was told that the family was there, and guess what? They let people know who get to come in and who don't. I didn't know. Maybe on preliminaries they can do that, but I thought court was public. You know, you could come if you want to come. It's the public. Where's the people? We're the people. But preliminary, maybe the family can say, oh, you can come in, but you can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we'll figure some more out about that because I would have been devastated if I would have got on the plane, ran all the way down there, and then sitting there at the door talking about, I can't come in. Why? I thought this was public. Preliminaries may not be public. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We got to ask those questions. So anyway, the nephew said the judge changed the name on the warrant right there in court, you guys. The nephew said, and everybody was like, Okay, here's a warrant that's in place that you guys did. The judge said the name, I think it was spelled wrong. It was supposed to be a letter K. They put a K instead of a C. They spelled something wrong in court, and they started changing it in court. And Amina was like, Your Honor, throw it out. It's, you can't be doing that. You're changing stuff here in court. The judge says, overruled. Overruled. Amina asked for a dismiss for the warrant. The judge says, nope, not going to do it. Okay. Anyway, the main concerns bring Coury, take Coury out. This is what the family says. They not worried about, they was like, well, we'll take care of that later. We ain't worried about quit talking about this lawsuit and suing. You know what? Because they got him locked up. Of course, you don't want to talk about no lawsuit because they gonna dig. No, we're not gonna let up. Because y'all talking about lawsuit, we're gonna make sure we're not gonna let up. We're not gonna let up. We're not gonna let up. So the family is saying, hey, we're not concerned about the lawsuit. We worried about Coury. And most definitely we worried about Cody. We are. How could you not? We worried about both. So Rhoda asked them at the time. So she runs and she finds Ambrose, the first attorney. And she runs up to him, and he's always suave, looking nice, being very nice and everything. And she was like, hey, they're saying you're not doing your job. And he was like, I can't comment. That's all I got to say. So she was like, okay. And then the one of the detectives that she had went to before came back. Let me tell you guys something. They got into a downright argument. He said, you're not no detective. I'm not answering your questions. Rhoda says, the heck with you. Now, she didn't say the heck, but you know what she said. She said, the heck with you. And then he was like, forget you. And then she said, your head looked like a man's genital. And then he was like, whatever. And she was like, F you. And he was gone, and she was mad. And she said, I quote what she said, she says, put these nuts in your mouth. I was like, but you know what? She held it down, didn't she? She did. Okay. I'm going to tell you something. Everybody that would watch people, they would do things differently or whatever. This is how she brings it. And I can only say that I can appreciate that she's bringing everything and letting us know. Whether what we do with it is what we do with it. You know what I'm saying? But she's getting interviews and she's asking questions, and I can appreciate that. Now all the other stuff is almost like a little comedy show to me. But, hey, I can give her some props. I've been giving her props. I know some people think I don't, but I do. Anyway, Amina turns around and she says she's not surprised, you guys. This is still pre-trial, okay? Bianca was standing right next to Amina the whole entire time that she's giving this interview. Okay? And if you guys don't know Bianca, Anyway. I just wanted you guys to know who was standing right next to Amina. So Amina's talking about the felony charges should absolutely need to be reduced, even after the evidence presented no injuries to those children was to be found. Is there any evidence that them kids got hurt or anything? So it actually, in reality, the evidence that was brought in the first or the second bond hearing, Amina says is going to, ask for a change of venue because they should be nothing but a referral. Right. It should be a referral in some way, she says. Then I got a little side note. Yeah, there was a letter K that should have been a C, and she was trying to stay. You just heard what I said when the cousin says they were changing something on the warrant. I think that's when Amina says the letter K should have been a C, and that's all to it on the warrant. But I don't know if that was all it, you guys. I don't know. Somebody says she's going to get fired. I don't know. You know what? I think she's doing a really good job. You know what? It doesn't. She not going to ask her client, did he do it? Do we know anything about her? Her job is to give him a defense. And come with the law, and she knows the law. So, she says that when, you don't get bond, there's certain little things that makes it where you don't get bond, and it's a point system. And she says that he has overcome all the point system. There's nothing wrong with his mental health. She said that. His attorney said there's nothing wrong with his mental health. She says he got ties to the community. He has this job. He has this stellar job that he had for 20 years. He just bought a home. He has no prior record. his age. He's too old to be running and everything and all this other stuff. And normally, a person with these charges, they get 1 day to 6 months. And this is overkill. That's my word, overkill. I think this is just, overcharging. That's what they said. Anyway, I'm trying to hurry up, you guys. And then Amina says there's no law how long you can leave your kids at home in Virginia. And he's still in jail because of this false narrative that they have placed on him, that he's the only person that's the interest of this child's disappearance. And he should be in the guidelines of 1 day and 6 months. And then the Commonwealth says, she was like, you guys are overcharging him. I guess she said this in court. And the Commonwealth says, that's the recommended. We can give him more. So the Commonwealth was letting Amina know, you just this little bitty attorney, you may know law, but that's recommended. And so Mina's saying, if they go out of the recommended, which is 1 day to 6 months, they got to give a non-race related reason or base face. Why? Because she explained it. The reason why they changed the law to this is because they found out, she gave a little example. Her example was, if there was something like a felony or something going on, a burglary or whatever, and whatever, and they found out that the charges, you can get 1 year to 20 years, and they looked across the board, they seen that white counterparts would get 1 year and the black counterpart men will get the 20 years. So they said, okay, this is not fair. We need to do this non-race based phase, like stay in the guidelines. Why go out the guidelines? So if you go out the guidelines of the 1 day and the 6 months, because you got to give a reason. And so this is why she's going back and forth with why he needs to be out, because, they charged him, but in the United States, you're innocent until proven guilty, right? Right. Okay. So July the 5th is the grand jury date. July the 22nd, I think it's the 22nd or the 29th. I'm not sure on that, you guys, right now, because I've done seen 3 or 4 little things, news clippings come on. One says they were saying 22. They were saying July the 22nd while they were live. And I looked on the news feed and it says July the 29th. So, okay, Amina says she's going to a motion for another bond hearing. She says she ain't going to stop. The system has always been unjust for minorities, Godchild says. Kids was in the mom's custody. CPS went and looked and got the kids from the mother. That was another thing. And then at the end, when, everything was all said, everything all done, they did not do a peaceful protest. The young lady that wanted this so bad, she was out there and it didn't happen. And she just don't even know why. But because everybody just kind of whatever. Anyway, that didn't happen. But nevertheless, people started saying, yelling and shouting, where is the mama? Where is the mama? Where's Cody mama? Where's Cody mama? And I'm like, okay, now you're worried about Cody's mama. Okay. That's it in a nutshell. I hope you guys all understand. If you got any questions, put them on in the chat. I will see them as you write them. All I want to know is, where is his old car? Probably at that dealership. Light Vision, I guarantee you they're looking for it. And Lisa says the attorney for him is working hard. Yes, she is. You cannot take it from her. I would put a motion in every time they turn around. I'll be a motion up your butt and a motion around the corner and all this stuff. But here's the thing. And I get what they're saying. And like I said, you guys, I'm neither or nor or whatever. And, I don't even really like talking about Coury, because to be honest with you, you know what? They violated his rights. Okay. But that doesn't mean you get a free ticket out of jail. Okay. If you told the police that you leave your kids at home, and I get it, it does seem like a little bit of overkill for the kids being at home. But also, I do have in my mind that there is a kid missing now, presumed to be dead. And that's not playing with my emotions because it's been 5 months and he's presumed to be dead. I mean, normally they don't make it out. I mean, it's just the statistics tell you usually the family members done something and you're the only one that's saying that you seen the kid last. Now, I didn't say that I think you done something to the child. I've never said I think he. I say the same thing I've been saying from day one. I think he's covering up for somebody. That's what I think. And I've always thought that. Okay? Because this family is really loving on this man. And I've heard nothing but good things from this man other than he choked his girlfriend, left his wife, choked his girlfriend, cheating on him or whatever. And then now all of a sudden, Cody's missing. And the family's very distraught about Coury because he has to be a good man. How can he not be a good man? And his ex-wife that he done left for another woman, then started a whole family. She shows up for court telling the judge, whatever he needs, I'll be there for him. That tells me something, you guys. That tells me that, I mean, you know, he's like, honey, you know, I messed up. Yeah, I got one baby. Now I got another baby. And he loving it. He liking it. You know, and she's, and you know what they said? They was like, the mama's on TikTok doing TikTok dances. Well, we do got to show everybody's character. If I had anything that I can show you guys what he done did or he done said or where, you know, like he fighting people or he done got 10 different arrests or something, I will show you that. But that's not what I see on him. I only see the mother. And she's got a bad everything about her situation. And that's why the one young lady was really upset with me because she was like, you're picking on the mother. I'm not picking on the mother. I'm the one that told you guys, you know, and I hate, but, you know, you got to know people's character. And I was like, you know, she's got a child that died, a suicide. That's kind of weird to me. And then here's this kid that came up missing. And it's all happened. And then she went and kidnapped her own kid. And people like, SB, she didn't kidnap nothing. Those are her kids. And you know what I'm talking about. Now, come on now. Quit acting stupid. Teresa, I got to make you some tickets here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Teresa Anderson, TN. You guys, July's coming, and guess what? We're going to have our Christmas giveaway. Hopefully, everybody, you have to be attended to win. I will post a date. Hopefully, everybody can make it, and we're going to put the rules out. You guys, I don't see anything. Why you keep calling people stupid? I'm not calling family stupid. No. I'm saying, you know, like, here, Teresa Anderson, here's your ticket. I don't know if you can see him. 938-437, 438-439, 440, 441. I'm not calling family stupid. I'm calling people that sit back and you know, like, you know, be acting like they don't understand. Like, this baby is missing and there's a reason, you know, like, they're looking at the case as far as the charges, you guys. They're looking at the charges. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I one time got stopped by the police and I didn't have my seatbelt on. My seatbelt. And I was like, hey, okay, give me the ticket. Ma'am, you're breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? It was just, It is what it is. Some people, I'm not going to be stupid. I'm not going to be stupid. I look at the whole equation, and I had already based my theory off of that. If something came up that gave me more information that I could have really looked at the father in any kind of shape, form, or fashion. I mean, people be like, well, they wasn't his present and all this. I really look at, he comes from the military. I don't think he's going to let somebody walk into his house and take his kids. He don't leave his whole wife and his whole family over there because he wanted to. It's because this girl just kept having kids. So he's like, his wife's like, you can't bring them kids here. He's like, well, I'm going to just go take care of my kids, And then while he taking care of kids, she's steady having babies with him to keep them here. Because there's going to have to be some kind of fight and everything, But his wife still loves him. That's the man that she married. She didn't ever divorce him. She was like, you know what? You can have him or whatever. She still love him. When did they say the Walmart video happened? Let me look. Let me look for you, Miss Diddy. December the 13th. The Walmart video happened December the 13th. And remember, they said she probably writing to him in jail. Of course she is. Of course she is. I don't know no mama that their kid come up missing and the first thing they do is just go get an attorney. I just don't know it. I mean, y'all figured that one out. We ain't got to really talk about nothing else. I don't know no mother that get a phone call. Hey, Light Vision, your kid is missing. That's all I can see. Hey, Lisa Taylor, your kid is missing. Hey, Black Sugar, your kid is missing. I don't see you going, I need an attorney to come down there with me. They're telling me my kid is missing, and I just don't want them to ask me any questions or anything. I want to pick up my other kids. Could you represent me, Matt? First of all, you're. I hate to say this, but you're an A. So your money is thin. When we work and we're hard workers, I know your money is very thin. To be calling an attorney and having one on the spot and to go down there and then you got your kids, and as soon as you get your kids to the house, here they come knock on the door and say, just give me the kids back. There's a reason why they went and got them kids. Because anyway. IMB TV, good evening. How are you doing in Light Vision? And Natasha says yes. Light Vision says you too much. I'm just telling the truth. And that's why I didn't never say nothing, because people's like, Coury done this and Coury done that. I'm just saying, I believe he's covering for somebody. I don't believe, when I look at his whole character, his character is a nice guy that likes pretty women and gets himself in trouble because of the poo nanny. And he makes bad decisions with the woman, and that's why he got kicked out the army. And I believe that. I believe he left his post because of that and everything, you guys. I just do. I just don't believe that. But that doesn't change anything. It's facts, and whatever they come up with, we'll check it out. Didn't it tell you there was some feminine energy? Yes. What a mess. If she was good, the government would have given her kids. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, one man band. Oh, one man band TV is in the building. IMB TV. Showing my name. Yes, you did. Okay, if Cody was with him in January, don't you think Coury would have gone to the store and get a birthday cake if his birthday was in January? Yep. But we don't know what he bought. because the cousin did ask, what did he buy at Walmart? The kids didn't need for shoes. The kids had all their clothes. The kids had coats and everything. The kids wasn't wanting for anything. And then when he was buying something at Walmart, he was buying it for the kids, you guys. I mean, that's a lot to think about, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. Then doing a TikTok. Yeah, she was doing TikTok. That's what they were saying. They was like, where is the mother? That was a protest all in itself. I mean, it got kind of loud. I was like, whoa, where is the mother? Where is the mother? They should have been singing that the first day. Because I knew it was going to come to that. The video was from December, not January. Exactly. The video was from December the 13th. December the 13th. I think the January the 25th was when he was buying the car. But the video, December, his birthday is January the 12th. Where is the happy birthday talk for Cody? Nah. And you know, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. But I'm just going to say the people that was like for Cody at the beginning, that they were like, Cody, we're Cody. They standing over there with Coury. So I don't know what's going on down there in Virginia. I'm just saying they're a whole different breed. Like, I don't know. One day, you know, it's just funny how everybody that was at the birthday party and everything that said they were all with this Cody thing is now at the courthouse saying Coury. So you guys, y'all figure it out. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I just don't understand it. I'll see you guys Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Please have your face in the place. If I come up with any information or someone tags me or text me, and I know that they will because I done said a lot, and it is not what I said, it's what I seen, what I heard, all the details. And I want to thank Rhoda for doing her live and keeping it right, whether she like it or not. What she was saying, like I say, some things I don't like or whatever, but when I see people switch sides like I've been seeing, it's just overwhelming, you guys, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you for the super chat. And you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your evening. All right? Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.